Welcome to the NFL pregame with Coach Coyote. Standing up behind the microphone is the coach, Coach Coyote. Alrighty, Coach. Tonight's Monday night game is the Arizona Cardinals at the Dallas Cowboys. And, we'll start off, Coach, with just bringing up the season for Arizona. And, eh, I don't. I don't understand why I'm okay. I'm having trouble with the tablet. I could I didn't I should put the video on pause. Let's maybe I'll just get my okay. All right, NFL game. Let's see. Okay, coming up. Okay. So the Cardinals are 2-5, Coach. Not a season that they were looking for. A few more wins, and the Dallas Cowboys 3-4 and with a tie. Okay, so now look at the Arizona Cardinals and let's see what they got. Let's see. Okay, so I'm looking to see. So on the AI, there's the win probability, and Arizona Cardinals are 38% with the Dallas Cowboys over a 62% chance of winning this game. And we see, well, do I have to sign in? Let me see these comments. I would like to see the average person just have comments on the average person, but I gotta sign in, I guess. Okay, I'm not gonna sign in. It's a little. I don't even know if I'm ready for that. Okay, so what I'll do is, Coach. Well, no, we're not. It's not about betting. We'll just look at the odds here, but it's not for the betting aspect. It's just that, well, they took a lot of time to do this, and well, I know it's like okay, so we're looking at the week 9 of Monday Night Football, and so Arizona Cardinals going to Dallas, and Dallas at 3-4-1. Okay, they're all the three wins have been at home, and possibly a tie. I don't remember because what I'm looking now is that they are undefeated at home, but okay, so they enter 44-24 deficit at Denver. Okay, when you're looking at last week's game in Denver, I don't know, just an anomaly. I'm gonna say I'm not gonna base this game that Arizona will be running away with this game. This is the actual microphone, I'm just saying, Coach. Like this is the microphone I'm actually using right now. I'm just the red LED light. I think it should be facing me, so it catches my voice. Okay, so well, Coach, you got let's test your microphone. Let's see, audio test. Oh no, it's this side. Sorry. I wonder if that actually sounds like I'm tapping the microphone. It's not plugged in, just a prop. Okay, alrighty, Coach. Let's look at. Let's see. We're looking at the Dallas Cowboys and their big loss they had on Denver, which I'm saying don't. I don't want to. I don't want to base this game on that because NFL different, totally different every week. It's a game to game. It's a week to week kind of schedule to do for the NFL. Like to being in the NFL, it's a week to week kind of schedule. And I'm looking at now the Arizona also. Uh, okay, so I'm looking at this and it's saying that the Arizona has the longest losing streak at 5 games, and They lost the game to Green Bay in Week 7, and they're coming off a bye week, so there's plenty of time to prepare for this game. Now, preparation can be a key for this game for Arizona. Coaching, and of course, we all know that with back in the day. If Coach Coyote was in, you look up Coach Coyote stats and year he's born, and I understand, Coach. He just like I mean I know the Dallas Cowboys would like to, or the Arizona Cardinals would like to give you a call and say, hey. why don't you come down and be an honorary coach for a few practices? But Coach Coyote just doesn't have the health anymore. I think, yes, yeah, he doesn't like to travel well. He just likes to go to his compound and back. When football season is over, Coach Coyote leaves this. Well, leaves us on a hiatus to from Sports News Review Studio to go to his compound in New Mexico, and then comes back when the season's about to start. But yeah, yeah, I don't really coach. I don't want coach doesn't. Yeah, I don't want coach to travel too much, anyways. But yes, what I'm gonna say is that the okay, so it's gonna be 8:15 p.m. start and it's gonna be played in Dallas at AT&T Stadium. It's actually in the Dallas area, Arlington, Texas, to be technical for parking reasons. I would say, the coach. Well, and of course the previous stadium was in Arlington also, and you coach, you can't make new parking lots. There's just no room in a metropolis like Dallas. There's no way you can. That's just the. I mean, yeah. I mean, well, I know it's a pregame and it's not has nothing to do with the pregame, but yeah, generally speaking, I I would like to see. Yeah, I would like to see teams be able to play in the downtown of there because it's just a nice scenic. Like I would like to like I would like to have a backdrop of say uh outside, like being on top of the CN Tower or something like that in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. A view of the downtown. As we if we could, I would love to be able to afford to have retail space on top of the CN Tower, an office, and make sports news review. It just be people just be like, wow, wow, okay. But I mean, how did we get to parking, Coach? I know Coach is looking at me going, where are you going with all this? I don't even know where I'm going with all this. I don't even know why I even started that way. But okay, we're looking. Okay, let's see now. We're looking. Wow, they simulated a game 10,000 times, and wow, they're okay. The game is looking like a 45-28. I'm gonna guess with 45-28, Dallas Cowboy win. That's a possibility. That is a possibility. But you could simulate this and simulate that. But coach, 10,000 times you could I know you could simulate, but to me, coach, and I feel the coach is the same way, and looks like he's giving me the thumbs up on that one. That like yeah, we're in like you could simulate a game all you want, but when it comes down to it comes down as soon as it's kickoff. All the it's all the simulations go out. You just don't know, coach. You of course you've been coach, and then well first your player, quarterback, and then coach, then as in player coach, and then a coach, and then general manager, and that like you just didn't see it coming sometimes where some one player just getting too emotional, and it's like a really bad penalty to start off the game, personal foul, 15 yards, and it just like the rhythm was there goes the offensive rhythm for a team. I mean, there's so many variables that maybe they how do you include that? You no computer simulation in my opinion, coach, and I feel coach, because coach is old school, and I feel that and he will be new. He does new school. Like he will look at these simulations. Coach does look at all the stats. Coach Coyote does like does look at all the analytics, and coach says that I would use it. I'd use it as I would use it if it was available, and I agree 100%, coach. If it's available, use it. Now, as far as these simulations, it seems like a lot of like curiosity, but how then you need a program to see, okay, what exactly did they miss? You just don't. It's just so the human element of and it is. It's a 100% the human element of the game. Or back in your day, the plush toy leagues. You don't know. You don't know the set plays. You got to come up with different plays every game. Disguise plays that you don't want. And it's a question of you don't want to use too many good plays because you're saving. That would be the one thing that That's like I think sorry, I think that the Buffalo Bills are having a problem of like just they don't want to show their best stuff yet. They're because yeah, I mean there's probably like I'm guessing, coach, you should unless you did you ever like coach, did you ever have like a list of plays that you just didn't want to use, like the you put a gold seal, quote unquote, a gold seal star, top secret, like not even the president of your team can look at this. You don't want this to get out by any chance because these are like plays that if you make it to the championship game, that you really, whether it be a college or a professional football league, like, it's like you have a whole bunch of plays that you don't want to use. Playoffs. Maybe you got some plays you don't want to. I mean, you don't, and that's the thing with Buffalo. It seemed like, and it comes in this game too, is that like Buffalo doesn't seem to want to like put out some plays that they have, and if it, they don't really like, cause they they got they from the experience they know you show all the good stuff and then you can't repeat it, because the other team will know when just the way the team is lined up, and this and they're using that play on a certain, like, whatever down it is, how far it is to the goal line. So yeah, I mean, it's like, yeah, it's hard to know uh, who's going to put out their best plays. No, Arizona. That's the whole. They got Arizona has Cardinals. They don't have anything to lose. I mean, a couple of years ago, coach, when I was had better health and I was able to like do the gambling, and I was only didn't include anyone that was associated with B Bunny, like you and Sylvester, and I could use the munch. CEO B Bunny said he didn't want anyone that was anything that associated that he was with, because COB Bunny does not want Sports News Review to be involved in gambling scandals whatsoever. And I'm like, yeah, I understand completely, but well, he doesn't want. Um, but we have no control, as they say, over. He has no control over Felix because he didn't really. Felix, our favorite, our favorite, what do you call it, like a co-host on World Sports News with Ernie, sits on top of the desk with Ernie when Ernie's behind the desk. I mean, yeah, he loves gambling and loves to do some gambling shows, and I find that I got a little personal on one of the gambling episodes when I was really frustrated that I didn't couldn't figure out when Arizona would win a game, and like and was like, they're in a free. I said, you know what, Arizona's in a free fall, and it was such. Were they in a free fall? Yeah, possibly. But should I have been so harsh on it? No, I didn't even like coach. I just that's the lessons I learned is like I know gambling can bring out just the worst in the personality of a person. Not like normally just I don't I don't critique like that. Like personally, I didn't the way I was so I just you could tell by if you went if anyone was to I can't remember which well whatever yeah whatever episode it was with gambling with Felix. I think it was Felix at the time. I did use I did use barbecue munchie once too, and I figured the coach. It was just a matter of room at the boards. Yeah, and coach, I didn't really. And it's just I brought out like I just brought out this vicious side I didn't know I had. Where like Arizona is in a free fall. I don't care. And I said I still remember how like I regret being so mean spirited because I, was, I think I was actually still I was doing those pools too, and I go, and then our I think we still have point spread available. I don't know what happened with that. I don't really keep up with the gambling at the OLG gambling. That's the Ontario Lottery Corporation gambling. But I don't see point spread anymore. But I kept saying like whatever team they're playing against, I'm betting against Arizona, and it's just the way I listen to it back, and I'm like, okay, there's no need to be that mean spirited. I just took it too personal. And no, I called Arizona a free fall, and I think yeah, and then Pittsburgh. I go, I don't get it. Pittsburgh. I say that they're going to win this game and they lose, and then when they say they're going to lose this game, they win. I was frustrated with Pitt, and it's like I wasn't very objective anymore. I was just like it was like a like I wanted a personal vindication that like oh you whatever and it's like no it doesn't I shouldn't work that way coach you know what I'm saying coach it's just like so far we haven't been mean to Arizona even though they're at 2-5 was it 2-5 and but I'm still giving a chance based on like it's NFL of course and we it's like this, coach. If a person goes, it doesn't have to be this our pregame here with your coach with the NFL pregame with Coach Coyote. I mean, any other pregame show, and they're talking who's gonna win and and it's like you feel if a person feels like I don't know if that person is actually very knowledgeable, really looked into all this, but I'm going to just ride with that person to bet. And if it doesn't come through, that person is kind of, not happy with the presenter on the show. And it's like, once again, I would say, like, hey, that's just for entertainment purposes only. You if you pay for a service and they tell you predictions and you're paying for it and it's not coming through, yeah, it's understandable to be, hey, what's going on? I know I took your advice and I'm not winning and I'm losing in my gambling prediction, and it's like, hey, well, that's that. It's why you call it gambling. You, that's why like I'm always in the pretext, coach, of don't like yeah, don't watch a pregame show and and oh, I'm just gonna I like the sound of that person's voice and the way they're dressed today and they're so confident. I'm gonna bet based on that person. And that person is just like me right now, just going, hey, I mean, Arizona might have a chance to win and I'm basing it on a bye week, lots of time to look over film, defense to make Dak Prescott quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys. Give him a little confusion here and there to throw, well, that's usually like the scenario that I come up with to figure out a way for Arizona, a path, as I should have said, Coach, a path for Arizona to win would be, um, I'm gonna say good, some some good plays that come through, taking advantage of whatever whatever weaknesses that the Dallas Cowboys defense have. I'm not gonna, Coach, I'm not gonna look into injuries, and I keep getting, like, as they say, I keep looking like, what the heck? That player is on the field and playing, and you said that. I'm saying that someone would be out there gambling, saying you said that Purr wasn't playing, and that happened a couple. I looked and researched and made sure. I thought to make sure that, is Bobby Wagner out, is not playing in the Washington game. Oh, but and went to we went. Remember? Oh yeah, Coach. I think we went and we said, Bobby Wagner looks like he's out. That's not good. And I think Coach was like, wait a minute, he's going to be playing. You never, just don't go by that. And yeah, Coach, you were correct on that one. Bobby Wagner played, and I don't know why I had some places or whatever site I went to, they said, "Oh, Bobby Wagner, linebacker, Washington Commanders, not playing." So that's why I'm not going to go into the injury report unless it's got to be a big name injury report. Like, it's usually the quarterback. That's worth mentioning. But and I figured a middle linebacker. Yes, if a middle linebacker is not playing the game, that's worth mentioning. But he was playing the game, and I was, and I just, no matter, you cannot apologize enough to yourself, Coach. And I'm saying is, like, I'm still like, where did I go wrong on that? Where I tried my best to look, and I confirmed it with, like, getting three estimates. I confirmed it with three different very good, reliable sources on the internet. As far as I'm concerned, good, reliable sources. And Bobby Wagner is not playing, and that's, yeah, okay. Well, you know what, Coach? I'll put the video recording on pause. Okay, we'll try one more time. Okay, we'll do it again. We'll see if oh boy, this will be the last time I do injury report if it happens again, where I look it over. So I'm gonna put the video recording on pause, Coach, to so because it could take so long to look up all this. Okay, alrighty, Coach. I found it quick enough on the tablet, and I'm looking at the Arizona Cardinals. I'm not gonna even mention any names, Coach, because game status. Everyone they mentioned, they're doing a Bill Belichick unspecified. Well, the Bill Belichick. Well, Bill Belichick said, "Oh, everybody's injured." He had a point. It's football. You can be injured. It's so easy to get it. There's just so many injuries in football every week, and yeah, I mean they try to hide their injuries sometimes in practice, and they don't want teams to know that certain players couldn't practice. And well, when you look, and then I'm looking, you know what? And Dallas Cowboys, looking at the injury report, all unspecified. I mean, what are you supposed to do with that? I mean, I I don't know if these, what, maybe there's some players, they're not, they're just saying unspecified. Uh they're not, I don't see any doubtfuls, questionables, or outs. They're just not specified. So yeah, that's that one you just don't get. Yeah, that one yeah, that's why I don't want to do injury reports like I used to. But yeah, I mean, well, if you watch the game and tonight, and well, if you're not an Arizona Cardinal fan, if you're not a Dallas Cowboy fan, we all just like, for Coach and I, we just like a nice, clean, safe, like nice, safe game, close game. Uh, we don't have, I don't have any, as I say. I don't have like a favorite who should win and who shouldn't win. Like I'm not like that's a bias that I feel that like oh they're only that's Arizona Cardinals are only 2-5. I'm hoping that they pull one off or or well Dallas Cowboys are playing at home. They need a win to stay, well, actually, we should look at the standings. The state, like, before I even say that, I didn't even realize what the standings are. AFC North and well, let's I hope they win in front of their fans. And it's like, well, no, just like then it becomes possibly a bias of not even knowing that you're picking Dallas Cowboys just based on because they're home game and they're the Dallas Cowboys and well, no, and then of course people always like to say the team that's not favored to win. Oh, they're not favored to win, and like well, I hope that they can pull off a win, and just we'll see from there. And let's see. Okay, well, I should have looked into. Okay, what is so N, the NFL scores will have the standings. Let's see. Games table overview. Okay, I want the NFL. Okay, more games. Try to get more games. And what do I? It's kind of changed the way this NFL scores used to be. I used to be able to find like where okay, like now I got like where the games, but you know, no, I don't really want the games. Um, let's see. Let's just try overview. Table. Is it already? Is it, maybe the table? I know it's. I was kind of like thinking, wait, it's not playoffs, but I'm gonna put the table. That should give me the standings. Yeah, that's better. It's gonna give me the standings. So right now I got the okay. It's on the American Football Conference, but we need the National Football Conference, and we're looking for okay because the Cowboys are still in the NFC East, which is kind of like they need to. I don't know. Should they? It's like Detroit should be in the NFC East, and the Cowboys should be in the North. Even though Detroit's more North, and at least they're more. I don't know, aligned. Is aligned, or maybe they should just be in the South. But once again, then what team? Yeah, I mean the Panthers could be in the East, and the Panthers could be yeah. It's a tough one. It's just the way it goes. Okay, so I'm looking at it. I should just look at it now. Where well, as far as like they said, Eagles at 6-2. That's the Philadelphia Eagles at 6-2, and then the Dallas Cowboys 3-4-1 with the tie. And well, it's just uh, it could be that the Philadelphia Eagles could win the NFC East, and then we look for the um, yeah, we look at the Cardinals 2-5, and I mean, yes, yeah, you got it looks like the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. And not to be too far back, the 49ers. Um, yeah, that's going to be a really hard path for Arizona Cardinals to even make the playoffs at 2-5. But here's the thing in overview, coach is in a summary is that like yeah, I mean Dallas doesn't want to lose this game based on they just don't want to lose to Arizona that's 2-5. Now we can get into all about the overconfidence of the Dallas Cowboys and looking ahead. And no, I don't think they're not going to be doing that. My personal opinion is Dallas is going to take this game, take this rest of the season like it should. Every NFL team should one team at a time, because the team like the Arizona Cardinals is you're looking at them and they are well prepared now because they had the bye week earlier, if I'm correct. And yeah, I mean, well, we could just hope for well, like I said, it's for us at Sports News Review. We always hope for a nice, fun game to watch, and no weird things that happen. No injuries, obviously, don't want injuries. But if you're looking for an Arizona path to win, it's gonna just be defense and some plays that defense for the Arizona Cardinals, good defense for the Arizona Cardinals in this game, and just one or two plays that will, you know, how to say, a bust a move and the shake, or maybe a shake and bake here and there to get more yards after the catch for Arizona. Because if the defense could keep them in the game close, then Arizona needs to come through on offense at least once in a while. We'll see how many punts they have to do, and then see what field goals. But we're going to we're going to finish off this video, uh, and we're going to just say our goodbyes first, and then we'll close off the video, and then coach, and then we'll inviting people to the post game with Coach Coyote, and we're just gonna do like I think maybe like 2 minutes or whatever, like 5 minutes left in the game, and the post game will be live. It just makes so much sense to do the post game live, and well, after the game comes, well, or but right before the game ends, go check out Sports News Review. See if we're doing the NFL. If we're live yet, the NFL post game with Coach Coyote. And so, yeah, with all that, we'll say our goodbyes on this edition of NFL pregame with Coach Coyote, Arizona at Dallas. And so for yours truly, and for the Coach Coyote, we're both saying over and out, and hope to see you at the post game.